one. Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this episode, like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community, and the fam out there appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos. And fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here, my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
podcast/radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, then yeah. Back with another Hours of Chaos podcast. Fresh off of my very first hurricane, because you guys saw it all over the news. We recently had a hurricane here in Florida, Hurricane Ian. So went through my first hurricane. It wasn't really that bad. Some parts of the state did get hit bad. Like if you guys saw. You probably saw all over social media. Parts of southern Florida were like flooded, especially like Fort Myers and Naples. Yeah. But luckily, we didn't really have any power outages here, which really surprised Lady Chaos that we didn't have any power outages. I mean, our power would go out, but it would only go out for like just 30 seconds or less. And it was crazy because the wind was very strong. So we just had strong winds and heavy rain, luckily. And I know Tampa got a lot of it. And it's crazy because I'm only like almost an hour. I'm only like 40 some minutes from Tampa, basically. That's where we live. Like where I live, here in Lakeland, I'm literally in between, when you look at the map, I'm literally in between Tampa and Orlando. So the storm is apparently going off in the different directions. Supposedly it's going to go up and hit parts of Georgia and parts of the Carolinas. So any people I know that live in the Carolinas and Georgia. Just be safe. Everyone just be safe, like always. Yeah, we're 40 minutes away from Tampa, so. You think with us being not that far from Tampa, it would have hit us more, but luckily it didn't. But I was watching, my eyes were like glued to like my live radar app that I have on my phone, because I have this app on my phone where I can detect live weather radars from everywhere in the world. It's really dope. Yeah, sharks were literally swimming in the streets of Fort Myers. So my hope is that those sharks can safely get back to the ocean, or any other animals that have been affected. That's the only thing that really sucks about these hurricanes, is you worry about the people and you worry about the animals, especially because me being the animal lover, I'm always concerned. Like, I was really concerned about the manatees as well, because we all know manatees are awesome. They're adorable. Yeah, it is crazy, but hopefully everyone's safe. It doesn't look like I think people are just seeing what the damage was. I haven't gone outside lately just to see, but I have a feeling because of all the wind, there's probably stuff from trees everywhere, all over the place. But yeah, as you guys, I'm just going to let you guys know, of course, I'm safe because my phone was getting blown up a lot last night by people who were concerned, because a lot of people that know me personally now know I currently live within the Tampa area. Because even though Lakeland is 40 minutes away from Tampa, it's still considered the Tampa area, and it's still considered a suburb of Tampa. But yeah, of course, Wednesday, we also got the sad, stale news that the OG himself, the one and only Coolio, passed away. And that really has hit me really hard, because Coolio really was an impact on my life and my childhood. I grew up literally on his music. You know, he did the theme song for one of my favorite childhood shows back in the day on Nickelodeon. He did the theme song, if everyone remembers, and he was in the intro to the show for Kenan and Kel. So every time when you watch the Kenan and Kel show intro, it was like a little music video, and Coolio was actually in the video himself. It was performing the song. It was dope. You know, he did a lot. He was in the movies Gangsta Paradise, which the song is named after, and that song was featured in the movie Gangsta's Paradise, which I believe that came out in 94. And it also didn't just feature Coolio in that movie. That movie also featured the legendary actress Michelle Pfeiffer in that movie as well. So, if you guys ever seen Gangsta's Paradise, very good movie. Really good Coolio movie that he's featured in. You know, he also appeared in minor roles. You know, a lot of people don't know he actually did some music for, like, I think he did music for Batman Forever. He did a song for there. I think he made a cameo in that one. Or he made a cameo in Batman and Robin. It was one of the Batman movies where he actually made a cameo in that movie too. He made a little minor role. He was playing a gang leader in one of the Batman movies. But yeah, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen homie, Coolio. Let's have another moment of silence for one of the OGs himself, and a man who impacted a lot of our lives, and a man who I got the chance to see in concert, actually on tour with ICP during the Happy Days tour. Pour one out for some Coolio. Open something, drink something, pour something out, smoke something to Coolio. play Gangsta's Paradise and all his music loud right now for him. Rest in peace, Coolio. So yeah, of course, tonight we are going to be joined by the one and only Lil Sicx. So I'm going to go ahead and send in the link right now. So let's go ahead and send the link to him. That wasn't me, Twisted Nation. That would be Carnival Spirit's own co-founder himself. That would be Scotty Two Balls. That was in Wichita. If you were at the Mattapelli music show, yeah. If you guys were there, hell yeah. Scotty of Carnival Spirits founder, Scotty, was hosting that event. So that is dope. And that's one thing we're going to try to do is start hosting events down here. So now I'm thinking I want to really try to put in money to try to get this Karma Fest, this event that I want to do annually down here, because I really want to help the people that were affected by this hurricane that we recently had, because parts of southern Florida really got it worse than other parts of the state. All right, sending the link out. We're just waiting on our guest now. So yeah, I'm definitely going to start trying to host events down here in Florida, because we definitely got to get the Florida scene on and popping down here again. Definitely going to try to book shows down here in Florida. Hold on, y'all. We're having some technical difficulties. Hold on, y'all. I want to be a booker. Roxy, I definitely do. I would love to be a booker for shows and whatnot. Well, you know, Roxy, for years I've been wanting to do that annual event called Karma Fest, where we have artists and groups that we know that come on and do that show, and every year it will always be for like a good cause. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Lil Sicx is just restarting his computer or his phone, and it should work. I noticed that sometimes when StreamYard, sometimes if the link doesn't work right away, it might ask you like to log in with a social media account, or sometimes you just have to log out, close out of the link, hit the link again, then sometimes the link might work, or sometimes you got to restart your phone or computer, and then the link might work. It just all depends. Yeah. So how is everyone been doing lately? Yeah. I've been doing pretty good. Huh. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Can you guys hear me currently, or do I have like a robot setting voice? What's going on here? Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. Let me check my Wi-Fi. Oh, everything's all good, so. I just heard that Scotty is going to be in Denver, though, for an upcoming show in Denver. So make sure you guys go say what up to Scotty's Carnival Spirit's own Sky 2 Balls and Roxy Riddle Box are going to be at the Roxy Theater. Can you guys still hear me and see me clearly? Thank you. Of course, this stream is sponsored by Yerba Mate, so make sure you guys definitely try this. It's actually energy tea, so it's an energy drink that's actually good for you, and it gives you good energy. It's not like another regular energy drinks where after you drink it, you feel the after effects of it, or you have a crash afterwards. No, this keeps you good energy, and again, it's healthy for you because it's energy tea. All right, I'm going to try sending the link to them actually on Facebook. So, yeah. Oh. That might work. Yes, free Yerba Mates, exactly. I mean, Yerba Mate should be sponsoring me. They should, because at least I'm promoting a healthy drink that's actually good for you and gives you good energy. Yeah, I got Lady Chaos into Yerba Mate. She really enjoys it. This flavor is called Revel Berry. It's one of my favorite ones. And then I like the blue one. And then I like there's this tropical flavored one that's really good. The mint one is okay, but it's a little too minty. Very too minty, even for me. There we go, y'all. We got it to work. There we go. We got it to work. It's just loading. You're just loading up on our end, bro. If that doesn't work, try closing out and then try hitting the link again. But it looks like we got it to work. Yeah, it's doing that where it's loading. There we go.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep, we got it to work.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna try to get these headphones to work. If they don't work, it's all good. I'll talk like this. I had some trouble getting in here, but I appreciate you for having me, man.
Hell yeah, you gotta love technology sometimes.
Yeah, man. It's tricky sometimes, man.
I know. I
Don't
even
love,
ask
though.
my niece and nephew sometimes. I'm like, how does this work?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, welcome to the show, man.
Take these off. What's good? What's good? What's good, though, man?
Oh yeah, well, thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Hours of chaos. Let's get it popping.
Oh yeah, of course, what we're gonna do is when we have our guests on the show, you just give a little brief introduction, who you are, where you're from, and then we just ask with the questions.
It's all good, man. My name is Max. That's the government. I go by Lil Sicx, aka the Prince of Darkness. I'm from Sacramento, California, man. I make that old school sickness horrorcore music first, man. But I'm also making some new different styles. But the core of my music and the core of my audience is the horrorcore. That's just what it is. Raw and uncut.
Yep. So you currently reside in Sacramento still, right?
Something like that. I'm close to town.
Hell yeah. So
But yeah, Sacramento born and raised, man. Born and raised.
Yeah. That's actually where my future father-in-law currently lives.
Gotcha.
And my girl, she's originally from Cali too. She's like from the Bay Area, also known as the Valley too. She's from that area.
Yep. The surrounding areas. Shout out to Cali, NorCal. Shout out to you and your peoples though for having some roots.
Hell yeah. Of course, like, well, one of the first questions we're gonna ask is like, when did you first start rapping, and how did you come up with your name, Lil Sicx, and did you go by other names before you stuck with the name you have now?
The name is Lil Sicx, like the number 6. It's just spelled different. I got the name from my pops. His name was Six, so I was a son. I'm a junior, so I just ran with the name, man. Lil Sicx. That's been my name since I've been born. When I first started rapping though, about high school, I had a little home studio. Me and my cousins, we formed a little group called the Stun Boys. There wasn't nothing serious though, just having fun during the hype movement, the Bay Area movement. Mac Dre's, E40, Too Short, Keek the Sneak, that little whole vibe. I lived through that, so that was definitely an influence on me back then, and still to this day. Um, but yeah, that's when I was a teenager, man, and I started doing music seriously about 3 years ago, maybe almost 4 years ago. It's just I had to leave my mark on the game. I felt like music was getting soft. I felt like the sickness style was dying off, and I felt like I had to tell my story and write my chapters in the book of the sickness.
Hell yeah. And of course, everyone knows there's the legend who's from Sacramento, the one and only Brother Lynch Hung.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Shout out to Lynch, man. That's my favorite rapper, man. You can't listen to my shit and not see, hear, or feel the influence of him. You know what I'm saying? It's just impossible to do. That's my favorite rapper. He's one of the forefathers of the horrorcore scene, and you just got to give him his flowers, man. Shout out to Lynch.
Oh yeah, and I've talked to him on a personal level. He's a very humble, very intelligent dude. Like if you've seen the intro of my show, he's actually done a shout out for my show, which is dope.
Nice, good shit. It's not easy to get him to do shout outs, man. Good shit.
Yep.
That's dope.
I recently saw him a few years ago. I literally drove from Denver, Colorado, all the way to Kansas City just to see him in concert. That's how dedicated.
Yeah, man, he got them real diehard, lifelong fans, man. The real supporters. That's the real hip hop shit. The real underground support. That's love.
Yeah, I love Season of the Sickness. When I always compile my favorite dark hip hop horrorcore albums, that album's probably it's probably number one, number two, but it's definitely up there.
That's my number one of albums just in general, just of all time. So I feel.
I just have so many memories of bumping that album always late at night. I always tell people this album, you just bump it late at night. I have so many memories of just smoking late at night and just bumping that album.
Hell yeah. And it's the dark shit, the sickness shit.
Yeah, and I tell people we're like on the East Coast and the Midwest. People were like growing up on Esham, and down south you had 3-6. But on the West Coast, like Cali and Colorado, we were like growing up on like Lynch and Insane Poetry and shit.
Yeah, those areas show love though, man. Like Colorado, Midwest, they show love out there, man. They built that bridge. So definitely grateful for that for sure.
Oh, yeah. Of course, one of the other questions we want to ask is like, if you can remember, what's like the first rap song you heard, or any song in general that like grasped your attention, like to music?
Yeah. I listen to a lot of music, man, my whole life. I don't know. I think the music started to stick to me with like DMX, Eminem, Hot Boy, Lil Wayne era. You know what I'm saying? I can't name one specific song, but just that era was when I started waking up to music, listening with a deeper intention, and just being amazed and intrigued at the art form, and just the lifestyle. Especially when you're a kid, the glitz and glam, and the lifestyle that you think is there, I should say. But just the real dope MCs, man. Like I was raised on good hip hop my whole life, so it's kind of hard to name one song.
Right. Yeah, like Too Short. It's good to know that he's still out. He's still dropping
Yeah,
bars. No E40.
yeah. It's a couple of them cats still doing it. Longevity in the game. Those are the legendary, the legend, the icons, the forefathers. I like
Yeah,
to say.
then when you hear that, like Too Short, Ice Cube, Snoop, and E40, all of them form that group, Mount Westmore. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, man, that's pretty dope that they still doing shit and doing it together, and releasing music like that, man. It gives a lot of people hope, and it gives a lot of people some music that we deserve. A lot of people don't like the new mainstream shit, so we appreciate releases like that.
Oh yeah, and I think a lot of people are like really starting to delve like into like the dark stuff more. Like especially like I noticed during when this whole COVID shit happened, people were delving into like really dark shit. Like people really were. A lot of people were like stepping up their game because a lot of people had nothing else to do, so they just had to write out their frustrations in a song while they were
Hell
stuck
yeah.
inside the whole time.
COVID definitely helped me get a project done nice and quick. It wasn't nothing else to do but to make music. So
Yeah, and it helped. Like I
shit,
told people,
Halloween coming up, all these documentaries coming out. Um, I feel like as humans we're fascinated with the dark shit. Um, you know, fascinated with glimpses of the other side, just the curiosity, shit like that, man. But it's really just the art form and just another way of life that we live, that we like to go by, man. It's about the culture for me, the culture as a whole, man. I need to see a lot more artists in this genre come up and pop, because it's a dope genre, and especially when it comes to lyricism and creativity.
like I tell people, there's many levels. There's straight hip hop, then there's the party shit, then there's the straight gangster shit, but then there's like the real dark shit that shows like real reality in the form of a horror movie, and that's like
Yeah,
horror.
exactly. See, you get it, man. We just got to keep spreading it around. You get
When I was lucky enough to interview Flatliners, you probably remember them. They were known as the forefathers in horrorcore too.
See, I can dig it. I got to do my research. I'll go back and look that up.
Yeah,
I'll go
they're
back
like
and
all the way from the East Coast, and Red Rum, he's actually Russell Simmons and one of the members of Run DMC's nephew.
damn. See, you got all the backstory, man. I'm gonna get my horrorcore facts from you, man.
Oh yeah, and that's
Put
why
me up
one
to date.
day I want to see a really good horrorcore documentary put together, and I think I need to be the one like to put it together.
Somebody got to do it, man. Somebody
I mean,
got to
I've
do it.
watched YouTube videos where some people have done videos on it, and some of them are good, but yeah,
Not nothing official though. We
exactly.
do need some official shit where people can get their shine in the darkness.
Yeah, because especially like in the early '90s, a lot of rappers were delving with that like horror rap, like especially Def Jam back in the day.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let's see. And if you could pick, what are some of like your top 5 like albums of like all time?
Top 5 albums of all time. Number 1, Brother Lynch Chung, Season of Sickness. Number 2, Six. If These Walls Could Talk. Number 3, uh, DMX. Um, I love DMX, so I can't even pick an album with DMX. But
I hear you.
4, I don't know, man. My own shit, bro. I listen to my own shit, man. Shout out to me. Lil Sicx, Hell's Angel, number 4. I bump a lot of my own shit. And then number 5, I'm staying in the horrorcore genre, man. Loaded from Lynch. You know, I listen to a little bit of everything, but my favorites, my roots, the shit that I love, the shit that I listen to on a daily basis, the shit that I fall asleep to is all Sacramento hip hop, horrorcore, gangster. You know what I'm saying? Gangster shit. So it is what it is.
Oh yeah, and that's like one of the questions we ask our guests is like, how's the music, like from seeing it from your standpoint, like in your area, what was that like growing up, and how did you feel when you found out that Lynch was actually from your area?
Lynch is my uncle, so I literally grew up with like experiences around the music, seeing them write, seeing them freestyle, seeing them record, you know, just seeing them brainstorm, the whole Sigmade family. So it was really like a one of a kind, unique experience when it came to just seeing it firsthand on a day-to-day basis. I wasn't really a fan until my later years. I was a kid. I wasn't really, you know, understanding what they were saying, what they were doing, but I was definitely influenced by it. I thought they were cool. I thought they were dope. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I always thought my uncle was the hardest out of Sac next to my dad and X-Rated.
Yes, X-Rated is phenomenal, and to know that he got that deal with Strange Music. And
Yeah, shout out to X, man. He's doing his thing on a major scale right now. It's love.
Yeah, that's definitely someone I would definitely love to get on the show.
Hell yeah.
Like when I just seen him like on tour with Tech Nine recently, his live show was just dope, and seeing him perform, especially at Red Rocks, which you know is the world's most famous venue in the world.
Yeah, I remember paying attention to the stories and the Instagram, man. They made it real big. They made it historical. They made an event out of it. It was real dope. X performing as well, man. He's a real entertainer. He got that showmanship for real. When I watched him perform, I try to soak up some game and learn from him. I was actually on tour with them on the Reason of the Sickness tour before COVID really kicked in and shut everything down. We did 2 shows, so I learned a lot in those 2 shows. Got to be around them a little bit and just soak up some game, man, from the legends.
Oh, yeah, just hearing his whole story, like his story someday, I think would make a phenomenal like movie or series.
Man, I think that needs to happen ASAP. I think that needs to happen now and later. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been so long already. I feel like he definitely the story's not over yet either. So I definitely feel like that should be in the works. I don't know for sure. So you know, don't quote me, but I definitely agree. He needs to move.
Especially after watching that Jeffrey Dahmer series, I'm like, you know, it's good that they make bio movies about someone, but I think after watching this Jeffrey Dahmer show, they need to make it more into like a TV series and stuff.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but you know, that's all.
It's really good.
It's all included. I remember my uncles talking about it. I remember it from the 90s, I should say. But man, whatever they're doing, got everybody talking about it, got it buzzing. So they need to keep them coming, just with different stories and different people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, even that Wu-Tang like drama series is really good.
I was watching that too, man. I feel like it started dope as fuck, but then got kind of weird towards the middle. I was like, yeah. You know,
I was like, okay, did that really happen, or did they just put that in there?
Yeah, you know, but I don't know all the super details, but you know, that's another legendary group. We all know the beginning origin story. So when they kind of strayed away from that a little bit, I was just like, yeah, I guess, you know, something to watch.
Yeah.
But the shit started out dope though, for sure.
Yeah, your music is just phenomenal, bro. So just keep up the great work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Will do. I appreciate you for having me on here, man. I appreciate you for listening to music, taking the time, and just being a real genuine individual. I never met you in person. We just linked up online. You gave me the interview. That's love, man. That's respect. I appreciate that.
Well, and especially since you're also the nephew of Lynch, and your dad is the original Sicx, and I grew up listening to those dudes like phenomenally.
Yes, sir. I'm grateful to bridge the gap, man, and just be a next generation artist and keep the sound alive and try to bridge the old with the new, the old school, sick made, black market, strange music lovers, and then the new school people that just rock with me.
And
History
what
in the
can
origin
people
place.
expect from like a live show from you?
Man, I love performing live, man. I'm actually trying to get booked on some more stuff. So if some connections out there, Pimp, you know what I'm saying, put a good word in. But I love doing shows. I got some stuff lined up. I got some meetings lined up. So I should be back on tour on the road, doing some shows this winter. It's cold and dark and rainy and shit during the winter, but that's when most people want to see me. That's when most people are listening to my shit. Is when it's dark and it's cold. It's that sick shit. You feel me?
Yeah, we'll definitely try to have to book you a spot down here in Florida.
Yes, sir. I'm down. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get back on stage.
Because Florida in the fall and winter, Florida's never too hot or cold.
Man, we're gonna see how Florida pan out, man. It's a lot going on right there. It's a lot going on right now. I don't know how long. I don't know how fast you guys recover over there.
Oh yeah, like luckily where I live, it didn't get as bad. There was just a lot of heavy rain and wind.
Yeah. Sure.
And when you've toured, what is some of your like favorite? If you had to pick, what's one of your favorite like tour spots to go to? Like, what's one of your favorite cities, and what are some good restaurants in that area that you like love to go to?
I feel like Oregon showed me the most love. They booked me out there for a headlining show. They gave me some free tickets to see Snoop Dogg the day before. They hung up posters for me at the fucking the local pubs and bars and Walmarts, and just they made me feel special, man. They show hella love. So shout out to Oregon, shout out to Juan. The seafood's hella good out there. The air is beautiful out there. The water, the animals, it's just nice, chill, slow, but they love the dark shit. So it was a cool little environment, cool little vibe. Fresno show love. Colorado shows love on the streams, and Washington support on Instagram and shit, man. But I haven't been over there yet. So I'm trying to get more towards the Midwest, trying to get more towards the East Coast, trying to get more towards down south and spread the sickness around.
Well, Scum, if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, you're not, book this man.
Hey, I'm here, man. Just hit me up on Instagram, LilSicx. The DMs are open to bookings, features, collabs. I got merch. I got hard copies. I need you to send me an address, man. I'll send you some CDs, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I still got old school hard copies. I don't know if you guys can see this. That's my first one. I got
that's
4
exactly
projects.
what I was going to say. If you want to send something like as a future giveaway on the show, or just send me free
for sure,
stuff
man.
as a
I'll
thank
send you a
you for
little
being
party
on
pack.
the show.
I'll send you a little party pack for sure. We got merch, we got hoodies, stickers.
He's got it on lock, y'all.
We got a little bit of everything. Halloween, orange, you know what I'm saying? Red. So yeah, man, I'll definitely give me an address on Instagram, and I'll definitely send you some stickers, some CDs, a shirt, something. We'll get it together for you and the people.
Oh yeah, and that's definitely like what a lot of the artists have told me when they've been on the show. They're like, yeah, we play our role, but it's people like you that promote us and have us come on your shows. So
Yeah, we need it, man.
Ourselves that play a part.
For sure, for sure. We definitely appreciate the platform, man. Definitely go hand in hand. We need each other.
Oh yeah, if you definitely have flyers, send them my way. I'll put them up all over the place.
Yeah, I got you. We got stickers, little postcards. We got a lot of little CDs, hard copies. It's good.
Maybe we could book you, your uncle, your dad, and X-Rated all on a tour. That would be just
This guy said my dad. Yeah, hey. That's wishful thinking, man. But I don't think my dad's doing music no more. But X and Lynch, and I take the place of my dad and spit my dad's old verses. I'm down for that. If it's X and Lynch and I do my own thing, I'm down for that too, man. So it's all love, man. When it comes to the old school hits, when it comes to the genre, the sickness, it's all love.
And yeah, someone in the chat said yes, definitely rest in peace, Coolio.
Yeah, man. We've seen a lot of the legends passing away, a lot of the heroes passing away, and it's just it takes you down memory lane. It takes you down when you were growing up listening to his shit, how it made you feel. It's real classic music. R.I.P. Coolio, man.
Yeah, Coolio, not only was he a good rapper, he was a good actor, and his singing voice, he just had that great singing voice too.
Yeah.
I got to see him in concert like years ago, back in like 2010, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, don't value that, but I do. You know, when you like artists and you support an artist and you got those memories, those experiences, I think that shit's dope, man. Pictures, merch, whatever you got, just the memories, the good time. Because you know now we can't see him perform no more. So definitely dope that you got to support him and got to see him live.
Yeah. And it was very good to like see him when he was performing. He had his sons on stage hype manning for him.
Yeah, see that's dope, man. That's real dope shit. That's real dope shit. That's real hip hop progression.
Yeah, I mean, even Ice Cube does that. A lot of people don't know when he goes on tour, he usually brings his son on stage hype manning him.
Hell yeah, I hope I can have my kids do that for me one day, but they're a little bit too young right now, but they like the music though.
Hell yeah. And if you can remember, what's one of the first albums that you remember buying with your own money?
I got gifted a lot of music as a kid, as a teen. Buying with my own money. I think it was Lil Wayne, The Block Is Hot, but even then I still had to have my parents go get it type shit, you know. I couldn't go buy it back then because of the little explicit shit, but I listened to a lot of Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne was my first. And I don't even think it was a fucking CD. I think had the tape first. I had a fucking cassette player.
All those days of cassettes.
Yeah, I think I had The Block Is Hot cassette, and I played that motherfucker out, man. That was my shit. Shout out to
I
Wayne.
was listening to that, a few tracks off of there the other day. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. I haven't listened to these songs in years.
They're still good. They still hold up. And I'm getting kind of hot over here. I'm gonna turn this fan on. Let me know if it's too loud.
Oh yeah, it's all good. I have to
If
have
it's
my
super
fan
loud,
going
I'll
in this
take it
room.
out and turn it back down. Probably gonna be fucking loud, but
Nah,
I'll speak up if I need to.
You're good. And who are some artists that you haven't worked with that you would hope to maybe work with? And I've been telling people the possibilities that I think are endless because I think everyone has made themselves approachable now, which is good.
For sure, man. Shit, I really honestly before X was on my list. Like I really wanted to work with X, but you know that was just a personal like idol type of shit that I wanted to do. But you know, still living and breathing. Twisted Insane. I'm still trying to do some fresh shit with my uncles, X and Lynch, of course. We got a dude out here, man. Yums awkward. I think he's dope. Trying to get some music locked in with him. Just honestly, man. Seed of Six. The fucking 666 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Their lineage. They got some dope shit. I want to work with them. There's a whole bunch of people though, man. But I've checked off a lot of people on the list, like Mars, Lady Insane. You know, just some good features. But anybody that's dope, I would want to rap with. Like it's not about status anymore, man. It's like I'm trying to make my own lane. I'm trying to do my own thing. So if you're dope, if you spit horrorcore shit, if you spit just dope gangster rap shit, if you're just a dope hip hop artist, I'm trying to work with everybody, and I'm gonna find my way. I'm gonna make my lane.
I mean, if you guys haven't yet, I could see you in Kung Fu Vampire. You probably heard of them doing strict.
I'm actually, hey, I fuck with Kung Fu Vampire, man. Shout out to Kung Fu Vampire. I'm actually, I seen he got a couple shows, man. So I'm trying to reach out to his people, to his team, and see if I can open up for him, man. See if I can get on the road and learn some shit from him.
Him when he first came out, back when he still had his live band with him, and he'd be on stage with a full-on Kung Fu outfit going.
Yeah, see, man, he got that showmanship and shit down. So it's not too many acts like that are real entertainers that really put on the show, that really get in the form, that get in the mindset and carry a vibe in a live show.
And I think that's one reason why even ICP still gets a lot of the respect they do. Like I've known people who never really listen to their music, but when I brought them to a show, they're like, "Damn, their live show was just phenomenal."
Exactly, they get down, man. There's no slacking on effort, no slacking on effort on their part.
And all the times when I've even seen your Uncle Lynch live, he just puts on that showmanship.
Yeah, you can't fake that shit, man. It got to be in you. That's why you pay to go see these people. That's that real talent, man. It's the shit that makes them special.
Like Esham back in the day, he would like make it like his stage was a cemetery, and he would literally like pop out of the ground out of a
Yeah,
like
that's
coffin.
hard. See, I would want to go to one of those shows. I got to go look up some footage and shit. I
Yeah,
like
and
shit
that's
like
like
that.
back in the '90s. He's like coming out of a coffin and shit.
Yeah, real dark shit. I can dig it.
Yeah, Kung Fu, that dude. Whoo.
Yeah, he got a couple shows, man. I'm trying to definitely try to get on a show or two with him, and just see if we can mesh some sounds and mesh some fan bases and try to make some music together as well.
Yeah, me and him have definitely been talking back and forth. Like when he shows a lot of like love to my show, and me and him have been talking back and forth. He's like, "Yes, I would definitely love to be on your show sometime."
That's dope, man. Get him on here. Shout out to Kung Fu.
Hell, and even if your uncles would love to be on, just tell them to hit me up.
And I'll forward the message, man. But I'm just a little nephew, man. They don't be listening to me, but I'll definitely forward the message and tell them it's love. They're welcome.
Yes. Yeah, Lynch is just one of my like top favorite rappers. I always tell people this man is very underrated. I tell people you can tell even Eminem was influenced by this man.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't know about him, so they don't know the influence and the cadences that he created and carried on throughout music, and it pops up in other people's shit, and they just don't know where it's from or where the ideas come from, But the people that support Lynch, they know his stuff. They know the people he influenced. They know the generations of underground artists, that he inspired.
Oh yeah, especially when you listen to early M, you can like hear your uncle's like influence in his early shit.
I think that's why I liked Eminem so much, man. It sounded familiar. It was dope. It was dark, but he had the humorous approach to it too. Eminem always had the dope videos, the dope humor, dark humor. Just take no shit from anybody. Shout
I've
out to
watched
him, man.
interviews where your uncle gives him like a lot of props.
Man, he's been trying to do a song with them, trying to speak it into existence. I don't really know why it hasn't happened yet, but I definitely that's one for history right there. If that could actually happen, they're both still here, live and breathing. I don't see why it hasn't happened, especially since we all know M likes Lynch. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, and I've even told people, yes, Eminem will have those like radio songs, but you listen to a full length Eminem album, he has some dark,
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Hell yeah. What else you got for me though, man? What's going on? Shout out to your people watching. I was in that little intro watching on YouTube, man. I seen the people interacting. Shout out to the people in the chat. Everybody watching, everybody that will watch after we share this shit.
Oh yeah, well, if there's anything else you want to plug in, like what people can expect from you, any upcoming projects you got.
We got a couple projects on the way, but the main one right now is The Devil's Advocate is dropping on Halloween. I got about 16, 18 tracks. We're about to finalize it and get in the system, man. We're gonna do hard copies, posters. Then we got Tales from the Sick. That's probably gonna come around December. And then we got another Sacramento collaboration. We got a lot of shit coming, man. We got merch. Just visit diamondlifemusicgroup.com. And follow me on IG at LILSICX. You can see all my shit there, man. All the information, all the shows. I'm real approachable, you know what I'm saying? Comment in the comments. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna hit you back. DM me. I'm gonna respond. It's all love, man. You supporting? It's all love.
Hell yeah, we definitely have all your links down in the description of this to help you out.
Much appreciated. On all platforms, check out my shit. I got on all platforms right now. Hell's Angel, The Prince of Darkness, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Man, it's real hardcore shit, real dark shit, real classic, timeless Sacramento gangster rap shit.
Yeah, and that's the music I grew up on, was a lot of that like West Coast like shit and stuff.
Yeah.
And here's something else we're starting to like ask our guests. Like, if you could name, what are some of your top favorite horror movies of all time?
I honestly haven't watched many. My wife don't really like scary movies, so I either gotta watch them by myself or I just don't watch them. But I love Fright Night, Hellraiser, The Devil's Advocate. That's why this next album is called The Devil's Advocate. So those would be my top three: Fright Night, Hellraiser, and The Devil's Advocate.
Oh yeah. Like one of my favorite horror movie series of all time are slasher. I love Halloween. I just love Michael Myers.
Of course, man. Yeah. See, I don't want to say the the obvious ones, but all of those, man, the classics, man.
And I tell people what makes Michael Myers scary is he seems just like a normal guy, and you don't know what he's thinking. He's like, you don't know the emotion behind when he's like doing the stuff he does. He's just silent. It's creepy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my fiance loves Hellraiser. That's one of her favorite horror movie series of all time.
Yeah, Hellraiser's dope. I hear they're coming out with a new one soon. So if they do, I'm gonna watch that for sure.
Yeah, definitely check out that Dahmer series. It's really good.
Yes, sir.
And then what are some of like your top like favorite foods? Like what's one of your like favorite food dishes that you could like never get tired of like hearing or eating, I should say?
I love my wife's food, man. My wife is Hmong, so a lot of her culture food is my favorite food now. But first, fried chicken. Damn, it's hard. There's this dish called kapun. Kapun. It's curry, chicken, and bamboo type of soup. It's really good, man. I fuck with that. And just anything with rice, man. Meat and rice. Meat and rice.
Yeah,
But,
like me, my top favorite food is like Greek, Mexican,
yeah.
Asian, and then Italian food.
I like a little bit of everything, but I like Asian food first, man. Pot stickers, fresh killed pork, pulled pork sandwiches, just the seasonings, the spices, the pepper. They got good flavor, man. They feed
When you come
me
down
good.
to Florida, we're definitely gonna have to take you to some good restaurants. There's a really good chicken joint. There's some good Cuban restaurants down here. There's actually some
I
really
actually been
good
out there
food.
once, man. I do want to come back, man. Florida was dope as fuck. Florida
There's a
was
really
dope.
good sushi restaurant down here.
Yeah, I love sushi, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm not too extravagant with it though. I like the simple shit.
I know I'm the same way. I tell people I love American food, but I just always loved like foreign food more. I don't know why.
I mean, we know American food is basic to us, you know what I'm saying? I love American food as well, but it's just like the simple shit, the basic shit. The other culture's food just be way better, way more flavor. When it's
There's
authentic,
definitely
you
a
gotta be
lot of good.
authentic though.
There's definitely a lot of good Southern restaurants that I've eaten here, like especially grits down here when it's actually from down south.
Hell yeah, the grits are different down there. I know a couple spots that have grits over here is pretty good, but it's nothing like them down south grits. That's a whole meal out there, just the grits and shrimp and the cheese and the butter, pepper. It's a good
Oh
shit.
yeah. There's even this other place where their gumbo is so good.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, well, do you like have any shout outs? And of course, can your boy get a shout out as well? And you can plug in whatever else you want.
It's all good, man. It's Lil Sicx, aka the Prince of Darkness, coming at you live at the Hours of Chaos. Shout out to Don Chaos. Shout out to Carnival Presents, man. Everybody that's involved in this motherfucking show. Everybody that's involved in the culture, man. You can find me on Instagram, LILSICX. Shout out to my manager, E. Shout out to my wife and kids. Shout out to the supporters. And just shout out to all the people that's rocking with me, man. And, I keep it simple. I let the music speak for itself. Follow me on Instagram. Keep up with me. We dropping on Halloween. More shows, more interviews. And I'm going to get you some merch and some hard copy CDs, man. It's love.
Hell yeah. And you're always welcome to come back on the show, bro. Whenever you have anything up and coming, you're always welcome to come on the show to promote that.
I appreciate you, man. For real, for real.
Oh yeah, and like my girl said, you're always welcome to come down here if you want to go on vacation. We have
man. I'll hit you up if I go back to Florida. I hit you up, man. We get some get some content done in person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get back to eat or something with the wives or something. Just some chill. Some low key shit.
Hell, well, you can get some smoke on if you smoke weed.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah,
man. That's pretty much it.
Keep up the great work, man.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man.
All right, later.
All right, peace out.
Peace. Yeah. Hell yeah, and that was Lil Sicx, y'all. Son of the original Sicx, nephew to the legendary Brother Lynch Hung as well, and to X-rated. So we basically had royalty, you could say, on this episode, which is dope. This was a phenomenal interview. Hell yeah. Again, make sure you guys peep all of Lil Sicx's links down below, his socials, where you can follow him, where you can pick up his merch as well, where you can hear his music, everything. This man comes from royalty, y'all. Yeah. But yeah, that's some of the music that I really grew up on growing up, was like his nephew, his father, X-rated, all that really dark Sacramento type shit. Hell yeah. Royalty, y'all. I told y'all this show was going to get better every time. I just love having my guests on this show. It's just, I love to promote people on here. This is why I started having a guest session on the show, because I like to promote people. I love doing it. This man comes from a long line lineage, so you guys definitely need to check out his music. You want to listen to that dark horror shit? He has that. You want to listen to that straight gangsta shit? He has that. You're very welcome, man. Yes, definitely shout out to Sacktown. There's a lot of really good rappers out of Sacramento. Like I said, someone needs to make a documentary, full-on documentary on horrorcore and the dark genre of hip-hop. I've watched people attempt to do it in YouTube videos, but I think it needs to be a full-on documentary. And I think I might be the one to want to do it if someone wants to film it. And if I go all over to these places and interview these people, I think that'd be dope. And if I do want to do this documentary, if people want to help edit that and whatnot, but I want to make it, if I do decide to do this, where it's like that Art of Rap documentary, which is a very good documentary that Ice-T directed. You guys should definitely check it out. It's free on YouTube. It's called The Art of Rap, Why We Do It. It was one of Ice-T's first projects that he ever directed, and he actually was the one conducting the interviews in the documentary. It's a very good documentary. That's one thing I do a lot in my free time, is I like watch a lot of documentaries, like based on like how music was in certain areas. Like months ago, me and the missus watched a documentary, an episode of Dark Side of the 90s, where we were watching like about the thrash metal movement that was hitting like Seattle, Washington with, you know, like Nirvana and all those other bands. I like to watch documentaries like that. There's actually a documentary on like the Memphis, Tennessee, like rap scene from back in the day, which is very dope. But I would like to do that, you know, make cameos in people's music videos, whatnot. Because you never know where Don Chaos might show up, just saying. Don Chaos might be a puppet master. Just kidding. Anywho, shout outs to Lil Sicx. Go check out his music. Very dope. Oh, yeah. And from what I know, I believe Lynch is working on Season of the Sickness Part 2, which I'm very excited for that. So you can guarantee there will be a review for that coming out. Guaranteed. Whenever Lil Sicx drops new music, or track, or video, or full-length album, you can guarantee I will be doing a review. I'll even review Lil Sicx. I'll even review your older stuff as well. Because that's something I want to get back to doing, is reviews, because I know a lot of people miss when I did reviews for stuff, and that's something I want to do. Real Freak in the chat, y'all. Real Freak, who was the very first ever guest on the Hours of Chaos podcast, straight out of West Virginia. And yeah, debauchery, y'all. Anywho, we have to say it. It's become part of the statement of the show where I have to go, debauchery. And that's why I love Mrs. Chaos, who's looking at me right now. Yeah. Anywho. So yeah. There's a few more topics I want to discuss. Then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Of course, usually I wait till the end of the show to say who our next guest is going to be, but I'm going to show you guys who our next guest is going to be. So, our next guest on the Hours of Chaos podcast, let me pull up the flyer, is going to be Grim Reality Entertainment. You know, Grim Reality Entertainment, which is based out of Cali, too. Grim Reality's own Uncle Phoenix is going to be on the Hours of Chaos podcast next week. Again, you guys saw the scheduled trailer for the Hours of Chaos podcast. That's something I really love doing, is making those trailers to promote up the schedule, where I used to like do it as like just separate videos. I think it's cool now when I do it like those like trailers, like the schedules for up and coming episodes of the show. I really put in a lot of my work. That's like me doing a lot of the collaborative work with the artists, which is dope. And will Don Chaos ever spit bars someday? I don't know. Maybe. The closest you guys will ever get me spitting bars is when I do my intro and my sign out. That's the closest thing you'll ever get me to doing bars. That's probably it. Or if you have me doing shout outs to you on your albums or whatnot, that's probably the closest thing you'll get to it. Again, links down the Lil Sicx's, all his socials, where you can hear his music, where you can pick up his merch, and all that good happy jazz. Links down to the official Carnival Spirits and Don Chaos store. Get yourself some Don Chaos and Carnival Spirits swag. And if you do, send your boy a picture, and I will make like a slideshow or whatnot. So yeah. So yeah. Hashtag so yeah. Anywho. You guys can expect Darby O'Trill and Dot Strife, as well as Acetone, will be performing Juggalo Night in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Definitely a show for those that are near New Mexico or in that the state surrounding that area. Definitely hit up this show. Yeah. Also, check out Deb and Darby with DJ Bobby Blaze and Jigsaw Killer. October 1st. Yeah. Of course, if you guys are watching this live, if you're watching on the Carnival Spirits YouTube channel, super chats are appreciated. You don't have to send them, but they are appreciated. I'm just going to tease y'all with that, because, yeah, it's coming, y'all. Oh, shit. Get ready. Get ready. Yeah. Also, you can expect Project Hatchet Man. Shout outs to them. They are performing a show Saturday, October 1st. It's a free, it's a video shoot followed by a free concert. So there's the info. Shout outs to the Project Hatchet Man. And purely speculation, they may or may not be on the Hours of Chaos podcast 17th of next month. Purely speculation at this moment. Also, sending recovery and healing vibes to the homie, your drug music's own Benny Buttons. You know, if you guys have been following Benny Buttons on social media, you know what's going on. So Benny, we hope you get a nice recovery, bro. We got your support here at Carnival Spirits and the Hours of Chaos podcast. You know, we had Benny on here a few weeks ago. Vibe sent your way, bro. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. Lazy and Crazy. Shaggy the Airhead has dropped his newest Shaggy to Dope collaborative drip drop. Very dope drip drop, y'all. So get your hands on this while you can. Pre-order it right now. Again, shouts to Shaggy the Airhead. Another phenomenal producer in the game. Shouts to his clothing brand, Lazy and Crazy. Now, this is a very dope show, y'all. This is the show I would love to go to, but Saturday, November 9th at 6 p.m. at Harper Avenue in Detroit at Harpo's. The legendary Esham, Awesome Dre, Stretch Money, and Mastermind are performing, doing a show. If y'all live in the Detroit area or anything, this is definitely a good show. You definitely don't want to miss, because these guys are definitely staples in Detroit hip-hop. So this is definitely a show that looks very dope to see. Shoutouts to the legendary Esham, Awesome Dre, Mastermind. You know, we've had Mastermind here on the Hours of Chaos podcast. Hell yeah. And that's dope. This is definitely a show that has such a great lineup. Hell yeah. Also, this hit social media, which was pretty interesting. Shouts to Beneath the Dirt for catching this, but someone posted saying it'd be awesome if you linked back up with ICP and re-released the original Dark Lotus, because a lot of people know that original Tales of the Lotus pod, the Red Cross featuring Mars. Mars just made a lot of people excited. He said, tell him, let's do it. So it seems like Mars would be down to link back up with ICP, which I think would be dope. So maybe we'll get a re-release of the original Tales. Maybe we'll... Who knows? It seems like everything's going to come full circle once again. So it seems like things are starting to be cool between ICP and Mars. So Mars looks like he's down to do this. Link back up with them. Maybe we'll get some more. Maybe we'll get some new music. Maybe we'll get an ICP featuring Mars track. Maybe we'll get a Mars and featuring ICP track. The possibilities are endless. If you guys listen to a lot of Mars's verses that he did a lot back in the day, whoo-wee! Especially the stuff he did on that original Tales from the Lotus album. Whoo! Holy shit. Sounds like he's down to do it. Seems like Mars he's still around making music, and he's been doing interviews. He was on LB Sickening's show, It's Just Music. Shouts to LB Sickening for getting Mars on his show. Who knows? Maybe we'll get him on the show. Also, Shout outs to Crime Wave, who's the newest vocalist for Sicx the Gang. He's the new vocalist. Purely speculation if we're going to get Crime Wave on the show. That's purely speculation. Because, we've had King Zab on the show. We had Maisie on the show. So it's purely speculation now if we're going to get Crime Wave on the show. Purely speculation. Also, check out the Palcast where Shaggy and Keegan are doing a $500 challenge. So go check out the video. I think it's your chances to win $500 straight from Shaggy and Keegan. So go check out the video on what the $500 challenge is. So shout out to the Palcast from the Hours of Chaos podcast. Yeah. Do we have anything else for you guys? Oh, yeah. Shout outs to yeah, I believe that's all we have. And yeah. So, and here comes one of the cats. Hi, Stinkle. And there she goes. Yeah, crazy cat. So yeah, that's all we have. Again, next Thursday, our guest is going to be Grim Reality Entertainment's own Uncle Phoenix. So make sure you guys are there. You guys pretty much know what the whole schedule of the Hours of Chaos podcast is. And yeah, again, shout outs and much love and respect to Lil Sicx for coming on the show. Always welcome on the show, bro. And yeah, you guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, your mom's all right, y'all. Love you guys. And yeah, deuces, y'all.